reported that the coronavirus has a 1.4% infection fatality rate. The SARS virus, 9.6%. The MERS virus, 34%. The infection fatality rate means that if you actually contract the disease, that is the likelihood you are actually going to die. The likelihood of contracting the coronavirus is between 1 and 3%. So if you happen to fall between the 1 and 3%, the likelihood of you actually passing is 1.4%. Now, according to the National Safety Council, the likelihood of passing due to a motor vehicle accident is just under 1%. The likelihood of dying due to a preventable cause is 4%. Is 1.4 that different from 1%? Should we start limiting the amount of cars on the road at one time? Should we stop driving altogether? Those are valid questions. Now at work, I follow all the regulations and guidelines that are set forth by the state and my employer. I wear a mask, I scrub, I clean, I sanitize. Wear a mask, scrub, clean, sanitize. Day after day, repeatedly all throughout the day. Now, as soon as the uniform comes off, I do not follow all the guidelines. I do not follow all the protocols. I believe it to be personal responsibility to know what to do to take care of yourself and your family. I have a 1-year-old at home. She is young. Usually the higher the age and the lower the age, the more at risk you are. Should I avoid my 1-year-old? Should I have started this months ago when we were told to stay home to avoid spreading it to those at risk? Should I avoid my fiance who comes in contact with our 1-year-old every single day? I don't think so. There are mandates in place set forth by Governor Andrew Cuomo that says any non-essential function is limited to either 10 people or fewer, as long as the guidelines and protocols and social distancing are adhered to. He plans to enforce this with the use of the state police and the sheriff departments. The problem is he has no one to enforce them. And the coronavirus is not as serious as everyone makes it out to be. Look at the facts, look at the data. 1.4% if you happen to fall between 1 and 3%. Now, there is a huge cry amongst the sheriff departments in New York State saying that they will not uphold and enforce the mandate set forth by Governor Andrew Cuomo. One, they're questioning the constitutionality of it and the legality of it. And two, they do not have to enforce it, as it is just a mandate or an executive order and is not a law. The Evening Tribune ran an article on the Allegheny County Sheriff, Whitney. He released a statement echoing all the rest of them that he too would not be following this executive order, as he does not legally have to, and he personally has a problem with it. Holiday depression is a real thing. People with mood disorders suffer all year round. This year has been especially rough. Kristen Fuller, full MD, physician, mental health consultant, had written an article explaining that anxiety and depression had a tendency to heighten during the holiday months. This is not something that is easy and can just get over. It is complex and complicated and requires lifestyle changes. In conjunction with her article, the National Alliance on Mental Illness released a study December of last year. 755 participants. Of those 755 participants, 64% responded that they suffer from a severe mood disorder. Of that 64%, 66 said that they suffered holiday depression due to the loneliness that comes with the holidays because they have no one to spend it with. Now, the holidays are a time for jubilation and togetherness and coming together to celebrate one another, life, love, and happiness. Are we really willing to put our lives on hold any longer for the coronavirus? Again, you have a 1 to 3% chance of contracting the virus. And after you contract the virus, you have a 1.4% chance of dying from it. That is not great odds. Death haunts us every day. Driving a car, cutting vegetables, going swimming. We cannot put our lives on hold any longer. We need a return to normalcy. Thanksgiving is a perfect time to do just that. There are no mandates, no executive orders that can keep us from our families. 1, they are not constitutional or legal. And 2, there's no one to enforce such things. We are the ones that are best in control of our personal lives. We are the ones that know what's best for our families. We need to take personal responsibility and shut out the rest of the opinions and controversial evidence so we can make the best judgments and move forward with our lives. Thanksgiving should be a time of jubilation and revival, togetherness. Now, if you follow all these mandates and protocols, this is what your Thanksgiving will be like this year. Awkward silence. That's what you're going to hear this year if you follow the protocols and let someone else dictate what you do in your own home. This is not something we can allow to happen. We need to take charge of our own lives. We need to fill our Thanksgiving tables, not only with pie and turkey, but we need family to celebrate. Visualize, like any other year, your table is filled with your family, your grandparents, your parents, your niece and your nephew. Filled with food, filled with family. We need that this year. We need a return to normalcy. Thanksgiving is perfect. Christmas is right around the corner. We cannot let fear dictate our lives. We cannot let fear, opinions, or political agendas dictate what we do in our own homes. Thanksgiving is necessary. Have Thanksgiving. Enjoy it. Come together. Enjoy life.